Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the reigning AFC champs. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
It's that heat, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no violence. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with it.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the reigning AFC champs, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I spent the
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses.
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Kayvon Thibodeaux The outside linebacker dropping him for a loss of 6. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Well, now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hurts. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught by Robinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Jones.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Throwing Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Jones throwing on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jared Davis from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jones escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. On 4th down, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, That's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
He's got Bellinger, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones, another pass complete to Bellinger. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This is going to be returned from the middle of it.
Now a hit and a loose football. When the Giants have it, it's picked up. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded it. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking for Austin, intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive.
Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A first down carry for Barkley, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Golladay. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jones on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Giants are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
Gano the extra point, and the round is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or do you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He finds Austin complete.
And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Boswell's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's got room. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
To the right and complete to Galladay. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Ingram will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And the bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Hurts. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On a sneak, it's Hurts. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front. That's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throwing deep for Galladay. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Barkley again, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Giants are starting to pour it on in the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Hooked by Julian Love. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And some room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. On On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. Their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys cheering, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.